What's up, y'all? It's your girl Imani Chanel, and this is Women Boss Wednesdays. I'm here with my girl Farri C. Hi, love. How are you?
Great.
Okay, so why don't you tell us about your business and what it is that you do?
So I'm a fashion designer. I specialize in custom made clothes, so wedding dresses, prom, birthday outfit, just everything custom made, but like really like glitz and glam, like special occasions. Like actually today,
I'm about to say, go ahead and let them know.
today I have on one of my custom pieces. I actually freestyled this. Okay, so like that story. I went shopping yesterday looking for an outfit for today, and I couldn't find anything. So I feel like when stuff happen like that, I feel like that's God telling me, like, you know what, just make your own stuff. Like, so,
You can do it.
Yeah. So I ended up going home. I remember that I had bought this blazer. It was like a full blown like blazer, and I went home and freestyle it, cut it, made it, and I made this in like 2 hours, maybe less than. But yeah, so just custom made clothes.
No, because this is everything.
Yes.
Don't worry, we're gonna have a full picture so y'all can
Yeah.
see the whole outfit because it's real cute. It's real cute.
Thank you.
Okay, so what made you want to be a fashion designer?
Okay, so fun fact, originally I did not want to be a fashion designer. I wanted to be a fashion stylist. I wanted to like style people. And that came from my mom. I used to, like when I was a kid, I used to watch my mom get dressed and she used to like put clothes together, pieces together. And I used to be like, oh my God, this is so cute. So growing up in high school, well, elementary, middle school, you had to wear like uniform. So when I got to high school, I used to dress up like every day, and like it was to the point my teachers would say, "This isn't a fashion show," and I used to be like,
Girl, but it is.
Right.
But it is because you just hating because your outfits look like mine.
Yeah, and I used to just dress up because it just made me happy. So when I graduated high school, I'm like, okay, I want to be a fashion stylist, and I had a situation where I had a family member tell me like, you can't do that, like you can't be a fashion stylist because you don't know any celebrities, and in Detroit, we don't have no celebrities. The only celebrity we had was Cash Down. We still do. I'm a
Period.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm touch bases on KD soon. But yeah, and that's what happened. And then one day my mom came home and she was like, my coworker asked what you want to do when you graduate. And she was like, I told her you want to be a fashion designer. And I literally got mad. And I'm like, Mom, why would you say that? I'm like, I don't know how to work a sewing machine. And somehow I ended up buying one. I had let it sit maybe for like 2 months. And one day I was just like, forget it. I don't want to forget it. Let me just try it. Went on YouTube, and then everything else it just fell into place. So I just felt like it was meant to be. Like I feel like it fits me. It's just like a God given talent. So.
No, I love that because I really love how you said like you started in one place, but then you ended up like in a completely other place. Like you was like, I'm not a designer, I'm a stylist, but eventually as you kept going, you was like, no, like I can be a designer, like I can do both.
And I think that's what happened too. And I feel like a lot of things happen like that, period, within life, because I feel like you would set yourself up for something, and God, like, I have something bigger. So just hold on, like, just wait. And I think He just used my mom to like be the vessel and the voice to tell me to do that, because I would have never thought, like, I was so scared and intimidated by a sewing machine. I'm like, I can't do that, but girl, I can make a dress with my sleep now. So
period.
Yes.
Look, my grandma tried to teach me how to sew, but we see where that went. But you do your thing.
Thank you.
Okay, so tell me about the type of design influence you have, and is there anyone that inspires you to be in the fashion industry?
Now, influence, like what you mean? Like,
okay, so like I would say design influences, like is there any designers that like you look at and like you like the way like they do their type of pieces, or I can't think of what the word is, what it is, but yeah.
Like basically somebody that. Okay, actually, I feel like a lot of people don't know if they do this, but me, I feel like I kind of live like in La La Land with my business. Like I feel like I'm the only designer in the world, and that helps me. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you look at other people, you be like, okay, well, I'm not doing this, or they doing this. I don't have time for that, so I don't even pay attention. But who did like inspire me and encourage me to make clothes is Shane Justin. Now he was there to be vintage back in the day, and every time I would go on Instagram, I would see a custom dress that he made for, I mean, like Cash Doll. I mean, just so many celebrities, you know. And I love that glitz and glam. Like I love sparkly, everything pink. And that inspired me to make clothes. Like I used to love just how he makes clothes. And I actually told him, I met him like a year ago, and I was like, you inspired me to make clothes. But other than that, I don't have anybody else, you know, that I just look to. I feel like he's like the only person. So
That's beautiful. What was his response?
He was like, really? He was like, thank you.
Okay.
Like, okay. And we ended up taking a picture together and followed each other on Instagram or whatever. And then that's where it went.
I like that because too many people don't get to, you know, run into the people that really like inspired them or influenced them. So I think that's really cute. I love that for you.
Thank you.
Okay, so what is your favorite and least favorite part about fashion designing?
What is my favorite?
She said we're gonna start with the face.
You know what? I can't really say what's my favorite and what's my least favorite because I feel like I've become so accustomed to everything. Just like I don't know. My favorite thing is more, I would say, I don't know if it has something to do with like the design part, but like the outcome. So when I make my clothes, I'm just so impressed. Like I literally look at my clothes on a mannequin every time. I'm like, I cannot believe like I made this. Like honestly, and my customers' reaction, and they're like just just blown away. They're happy. I feel like that's like my favorite thing. It kind of like fuels the fire with me. I'm like, okay,
that's the best part.
Yeah, like my customer happy. Like I love it. Like so that's good. And then my least favorite. I don't know what necessarily will be my least favorite about design. I don't like. You have to
never had like a little hiccup that made you like.
I actually just had a situation 2 days like with a client. I can't really speak on too much about it, but it was like a situation to where she wasn't necessarily happy with her dress or whatever, and it was just like a whole big thing, and I had to rewrite a concept for her design, and just like a whole bunch of things, and I feel like that's just a part of being an entrepreneur, period, but I would say that would be like my least favorite thing, but I have to understand that hiccups do happen, but other than that, I love it. Like I'm completely happy and content with like being a designer, and I know that it's for me because anything else I'd be like, girl, what? Like, So,
right.
Yeah.
Like you love it, but even the stuff you hate, you love.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah,
I love it. Period. Okay, so how do you stay up to date on like the latest like fashion trends?
Instagram.
Instagram.
I'm like, okay, and then not only that, sometimes you have to go out like in public. So, say for instance, like where rich people be, whatever.
Little Buckhead.
Buckhead Village, and you look at them and you see how they dress, and I'm like, oh, okay, I like that. But yeah, other than that, I would just go on social media, see like what's going on, and then my customers too, they help. When I make clothes, 9 times out of 10 it's because my client, I ask them like send me an inspiration photo, and then once they send me the picture, that's where I go. Like, okay, you send me this picture, this is what you want, I make it, and then that's how I just go. So my clients too, they help.
Oh, of course. But I love that because I was about to say, yeah, it's Instagram because that's where I be.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so what would you say does fashion mean to you?
Like
everything.
Like for real, like I'm just like, I feel like it just makes me so happy. Like even if I wasn't designing necessarily, I would be doing something within fashion. Like I know that 1,000% just because like I'm just like a fashionista. Like I love dressing up, looking cute. I mean, and it's like a confidence booster too. When you look good, you feel good.
Of course.
Even women, they may be like depressed or feeling some type of way. You can get your hair done, girl. You together.
Girl.
So that's the same thing with looking good with clothes. So I feel like it's just like a confidence booster, and and I'm happy that I am able to impact other women's lives with making clothes too, because it's like they may be feeling like not confident or low self-esteem, whatever. They put on their dress.
I'm gonna say they put your dress on, and it's like attitude
change and everything. So yeah.
I love that.
Yes.
Okay, so as a fashion designer, how would you say you take criticism? Look, there we go. Pause.
How do I take criticism? Back in the day, like when I first started, I feel like it was really hard. Like I used to cry. Like I used to go through every emotion. Like I used to be like, oh my god. Like I didn't know how to react to it. Now it's like, I kind of just like intake it. I deal with it, and then it's just like, okay, does this person have a point, or is this person just coming from a negative place? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's just how I kind of like feel. Like, okay, should I work on this? Is this something that I need to work on? But you know what? I'm really the first person to criticize myself. Like, can't nobody tell me nothing without me telling myself. You know, even I had a situation yesterday. I wanted to touch base on later, but yesterday was my first day meeting Cash Out. Now you know she's from Detroit. Okay, that's
Yes,
my
ma'am.
Detroit girl. And literally, that was my first time meeting her. And I'm like, hey, girl, I'm your designer. Like, I don't know what to tell you. But, like, when I was talking to her, I got so choked up. And based on, like, as many, like, celebrity clients I have worked with and, like, you know, met and whatever, this was, like, the first person that I got choked up with. And I was, like, literally, I was so upset at myself. And, like, I literally, when I got in the car, called my mom and told her, and I'm I'm just so upset at myself. And you know, she had to just give me a pep talk, like, it's okay, like, it's fine. And I don't know, so I feel like maybe I'm just still working on it, how to, you know, deal with the criticizing part. So
Oh no, girl, you're completely fine because I've done the same thing.
Yeah.
I have literally done the same thing. Like, how I was telling you earlier, how I had an interview with Sukiana. I was like so nervous. Like, I was super nervous. Like, I was like, oh my god, what's the next question? I'm trying to remember. What are we doing? I got to think of all this. Like, no, girl, there's nothing wrong with it. Look, no, literally having a panic attack.
And I think that's what it was too. But I don't know. I think that's just
No, it's just like you gotta work on that inner confidence. Like, once you gotta tell yourself, like, I'm here. This is what I'm meant to do. This is my talent. This is God given, and it's gonna pull through every time.
I definitely agree, and I definitely agree. I tell my girls that as well. Like, when I say my girls, I mean like my customers, people, you know, just girls. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, I mean, you have to have confidence within any field that you have, especially if you want it. Even if you don't have confidence, you gotta fake it. You know,
fake it till you make it.
Yeah, you have to fake it. Like, honestly, you could be so super nervous, but you have to fake that confidence. And I feel like yesterday, I showed up, I did what I was supposed to do. I'm happy that I did, but at the same time, I feel like I wasn't my best self. So I feel like with the criticizing, it's just like, Farri, like, girl, you could have, you know, but
of course,
it's fine.
But it's criticism. It's not beating yourself up, ladies. Okay. It's okay to take in self-criticism, but don't beat yourself down, because as we just said, you get back up.
You definitely come back from it. And I feel like, you know, I think what I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I do feel like I was kind of beating myself up a little bit about the situation, because I'm like, okay, what is this, you know, just negative thinking. But it's like, at the end of the day, God gonna bless you regardless. So even how I felt like I didn't do as good on the outside looking in, I could have been perfect, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like that's just like another thing too. But that's something that I'm working on. Don't listen to this part.
Look, no, this is the best part. Okay, so how do you make your brand stand out more than others?
I feel like how do I make my brand stand out more? I feel like more so like the impact that it's not for me making clothes is not just me making clothes. It's like a full experience. You know, they book the consultation, they come in for the fitting, they get their dress, you know what I'm saying? And then like the final, like, I make sure that I communicate with my clients. I make sure that I help build their confidence, you know, and before I even do anything, I'm like, okay, make sure that you know, like, you are paying me to make what you want. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just making it just to make it. If you don't like something, let me know. If you like it, you know, also let me know, just so, you know, just feedback is important. But making my brand stand out, I just feel like I'm just a hard fucking worker, like, you know, and I'm about my business. I'm a boss. Like, I feel like I just put so much into it, and it's not just like a business for me. Like, it's like more so like my lifestyle. And a lot of people just have like businesses or, you know, fashion kind of whatever. They're just doing it just to do it.
But this is not what they love.
Yeah, for me, it's like my passion, and I feel like that alone is going to continue to make me stand out more than other. I mean, no shade, no tea to other people, but I'm just saying, for me personally, you know, like, I'm just like, yeah, like, this is what I do, this is who I am, and I show up as me, and, you know, people love my work, and it's just been working out. So yeah.
I think that was answered beautifully. I have nothing else to say about that. Okay, so tell me an important lesson you've learned about working within the fashion industry.
So many. Like, I can't even think of just one. Like, I don't know. Ask me again. Let's
Okay,
see.
okay, okay. Let's run it back. All
Yeah,
right.
let's run it back.
So tell me an important lesson you learned about working in the fashion industry.
Mm, important lesson. Why am I getting so checked up on this? I mean, because it's so many. I feel like it taught me a lot about myself. Like, I feel like it helped with my inner confidence, honestly, because I feel like I wasn't always this person. I didn't always show up as this girl. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It kind of like built my confidence. What else has it taught me? It taught me like I don't know, like just so many things where I can't even like touch. Like I like.
Look, we'll run it back. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, because I mean, I feel so bad because it's like I can't really think of just one thing. You know how like a whole bunch of stuff is just coming like through your head to where you can't even concentrate on it. I feel like that's what I'm going through right now. It's like, but
No, it's completely fine.
Okay, thank you.
Look, let me say we can always run it back. Okay. So next, how do you prioritize your duties as a fashion designer? Like, do you ever get overwhelmed?
All the time, like literally all the time. Like I literally just finished my last prom dress the day before yesterday, and I had over like 100 prom dresses. Like I'm not playing. And
I'm gonna say it was just prom season, so I know you was.
Yeah, like over 100, and I made them all within a 3 month span, like literally. And I had to literally like catch myself, like to even tell myself like rest. You can take a break. You can take a nap. You can eat. You can go to the bathroom. Like literally, it was that bad. Where I'm like, it's crunch time. I have to have these dresses made, you know. And I'm grateful that my clients are happy and satisfied with like my work. And I mean, except that one, but you know, like just happy and satisfied. But I was crashing out. Like it was just so bad. Like I got to the point where I'm Googling and I'm asking people even on Instagram, I'm like, what do y'all take for like low immune system? Because my immune system got so low.
Dang.
And yeah, it was horrible. So I feel like now I'm in a position where I'm like, okay, I have to go get like a B12 shot, like, you know, every once in a while, just to like help me get more energy. Now I take like my iron pills, like, and then I'm also like trying to limit, okay, if I do a dress like this day, whatever, take a break, then get back to it, whatever, you know. But during prom season, it was kind of hard because I had the dresses back to back. I had to do 2 dresses like a day, like, and I'm not even playing. Like,
so you working to the bone?
Yeah, like literally, like I didn't even have time to go out with my friends. It was bad, but I'm trying to work on becoming better with like time management, you know, because it's. Girl, I feel like sometimes I be overworking myself, like just like a workaholic. I mean, but I'm okay with it because it's my passion, you know. Like, but at the same time, it's not good for your health, you know. So it's kind of like a
don't kill yourself.
Yeah, basically. Because honestly, when I tell you, like, I've worked maybe like 6 or 7 jobs from the time I was like 18 to like 20, and like I quit all of them. Like I was not interested, and I would have never did as much work that I do within my business for another person or another job. Like I would have been quit. Like I'm not doing that, you know. Like even like sleeping in. Like sometimes I have to wake up like at 5 a.m. go to sleep like at 12 a.m. You know what I'm saying? Just like working, you know. But I would never do that for a job, like never. So yeah.
It's different working for yourself than working for somebody else.
Yeah.
So I be boss.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
When I started, I didn't have nobody to go to, like to ask like questions like, okay, is this right? Am I doing this the right way? Whatever. So it kind of confused me because, you know, we were taught, oh, go to college, get a job. You know, so for me, I was different. So it was like, okay, I went to college. I don't really like college. It's, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to do this. I want to work on my business. How, you know, like I didn't have, it was like I had to learn everything, you know? So it kind of like affected me because I started when I was 18, you know, fresh out of high school. So I didn't really have like, you know, like, oh, you know, but it all worked out. But that was like one thing that kind of affected my mental health. And then also another thing was when I didn't have customers. I was like, I expected to just come in the game. First of all, I thought I could get a storefront when I first started. Like I had like just no followers. A lot. That's another thing too. A lot of people don't want to start their businesses because they feel like they're not gonna have no followers, no business, no customers. It's not gonna work out, whatever. The easiest and the hardest thing is to start when it comes to anything. You know what I'm saying? College, business, any marriage.
Very true.
Anything. It's just like the hardest thing, easiest thing is just to start. Once you start, I feel like you gon' it's intimidating like before, but then once you do it, it's like, oh, like girl, that was nothing, you know. So I feel like that's another thing. But I didn't have no clients when I first started, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, even like my family, I didn't have any support from my family when I first started. Only my mom. Like, my mom was like the main person in my ear. Like, you can do it, do it. You know, when I dropped out of college, she was fine. She was like, okay, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was more so like my dad. Like, okay, I want her to go to college. You know, but unfortunately, he passed in 2019. So in 2020, I was like, bye. I mean, no shade, no tea, but yeah. So I felt like that was just like a part of that. And then also another thing that affected my mental health when I moved to Atlanta. My clientele was amazing in Detroit. Okay, amazing. It was good. I was making money, but I wasn't making a lot of money. If that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? Because it's different wherever you go. You know what I'm saying? And I left at the peak of like me making money. My clientele was good, and when I moved here, I didn't have clients for the first 6 months. And like during that whole time, I'm literally asking God, like, did I make the right decision? Should I have stayed home? You know what I'm saying? Why don't I have any customers? Like, it just really, really affected my mental health. Like, I literally, like, I was just like, oh my gosh, I didn't know how to deal with it. And then 6 months after that, I mean, not, well, after the 6 month period, literally my clientele went up. So I don't understand necessarily what that was for. Maybe it was just to, like, help me explain and elaborate to other business owners, like, it's okay if you have a period where you don't have customers or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to have that period, you know, because look where I am now, you know. And then another situation, okay, this is my last example, but last summer I made an outfit for Milano, right? So I made an outfit for her, and I never even told this story. So I made an outfit for her. I think I made like 2 or 3 outfits, and like she literally never won. And I had sent her pictures of everything. You know, we had talked back and forth, but then I ended up, she transferred me to her assistant. And like, she never wore it. And I was like, it was the type of way I literally was going through it, because I'm like, okay, I felt like it was a missed opportunity, you know. But later on, now I know, like, whatever is meant for you, it won't pass you. You know what I'm saying? God gonna always bless you regardless if it's something for you. And I don't feel necessarily like it wasn't meant for me, just maybe not at that time. You know
exactly.
What I'm saying? Maybe it was just like, you know, whatever was going on, whatever. I don't really understand, but maybe it was like God was just like, not right now, Farri. Like, you good right now. I have to prepare you for something else. And I feel like everything just worked out. So,
it was nothing to take directly to heart.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. So yeah.
Of course.
But yeah, I just to help me deal with like when I have that, sometimes I have to go back and like feel my emotions and then just be like, okay, like back to me. You know what I'm saying? So I think, I don't know. That's just how I kind of.
Okay, so what's one downfall you have experienced that you thought you could never come back from? And have you ever thought about giving up?
Yes. I like what I just touch base touch bases on last summer. Like, girl, I made a whole post like, I'm stopping designing. Like, literally, I was going through it, and I think with what was like the ice on the cake was like the Milano situation. I don't know why I had put so much faith in that. I don't know what happened. I just genuinely don't know. But after that, and like that situation, and on top of other things like within my personal life, I'm like, girl, I'm about to stop designing. Like, you know, because I'm like, God, like, what's going on? Like, I don't know. I was just like in a really dark place. Like, my mental was gone, and I feel like if you don't have your mental not good, it's nothing else is going to be good. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think people understand that. Like, this is very important. You know, you have to definitely be at peace. But yeah, I definitely wanted to give up a couple times where I just was like, this not working. I didn't have no clients. No money was coming in. It was just like, okay, like, what am I even doing this for? So I questioned that a lot. You know what I'm saying? And with being an entrepreneur, I mean, I can make $2,000 on Friday and then no money for the rest of the week, or, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, it's just like it fluctuates, you know? And I feel like if that's not something that you like prepare for, or a lifestyle that you're not necessarily like comfortable with, I don't necessarily know if I'm not gonna say don't do it, but maybe just like transition yourself, like maybe have a job still in the end, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just up and down. And I had a tough time understanding it, like when I first started, and it was just like, that was kind of like a downfall for me, you know, because I'm like, okay, God, like, you know, I'm very spiritual, so that's why I keep saying God, because listen, God.
Yes, ma'am. My God.
Yeah. But yeah, I just feel like it was just like, dang, like, I don't know, but I feel like one of the downfalls I had was maybe, like I said, last summer. I don't know necessarily why it was so bad, but now that this summer is approaching, I feel like I'm like everything is flowing just how it's supposed to be. Like I said last week, I just I did a video shoot with Tiffany Evans yesterday. I met Cashed Out. We have some stuff coming. And then not only that, I have a lot of stuff coming with some of y'all favorite celebrities. Okay, but I can't touch base on everything. Yeah, just because, you know, NDAs and everything. But I'm definitely excited. And like I said, I feel like last summer had to happen just because now this summer is like, okay, you've been through that already. Like now, like grow, like flourish, you know. So I'm grateful. Sometimes you need that hurt and you need that downfall. You need that just to not only know what to do better next time, but just to like reevaluate, you know. And I also feel like how I've gotten to like where I am now is from hurt. Like some people, you know, they go through pain, they get hurt, they get like they don't want to do nothing, they shut down, you know, different things. And you know, I'm human. I have those moments too. But most of the time, like I like, okay, I'll go through something, I'm hurt, I feel my emotions, I go through it, and then after that, I'm gonna boss up. Like when the who I am right now, girl, I went through something, okay? I went through something. When I went through that, I'm like, all right, bet. And literally, I feel like I turn into like beast mode, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you won't catch me in that place again. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, like I said, them downfalls, that hurt, the whatever is needed, because once you come back, you gotta show out. Like you gotta show your ass. And that's exactly what I'm doing. So yeah, it's fine.
No, because you don't look like what you came from.
Yes.
Or what you've been through.
Yes, thank you. And that's how it's supposed to be. Like, never let nobody just keep you in a position or like you have to, or a person or a situation, period, you know? Like, and I think that's just, I mean, it hurt when you go through stuff. I'm not gonna lie, or you feel a downfall or whatever, or you fail, or you feel you fail. I feel like it definitely hurts, but when you come back from it, it just feels so good. Like, you know,
it's that hurt. No, because I literally saw a post with Des Dior the other day, and she was doing an interview, and she was like, "It's that hurt. Like, I got to be thankful for that hurt because it's that hurt that drove me. It's that hurt that made me be like, look, there's something wrong, and we need to come back. Like,
I definitely agree. And even I had like, well, being an entrepreneur or being something, period, and where I'm trying to go, like, I want to be known all over the world. I don't want to just be like Farri C Detroit or Farri C Atlanta. I want to be Farri C California, Mexico, like everywhere. I'm not even
we're
playing.
Trying to be Coach, Michael Kors, Louis Vuitton. Like we're trying to be known brands.
Yes, like I want to be all over the world. And with that being said, I had to sacrifice a lot. And what I mean by that, I kind of feel like I'm not gonna say I sacrificed my family, but they did a lot of stuff to where it was like I had to let them go. Like I had to set boundaries, you know. And with that being said, like now, like even I have friends that I had to let go, like boyfriends I had to let go just because it's like they become, I don't know necessarily what to say, what they become, but it's just like it's not necessarily needed no more.
A hindrance to
your
progress.
And I feel like if you got a blessing right here and you got people that's in your life that don't need to be there, God gonna hold that blessing. He's not gonna give you what you want because you have the wrong people around you. You know what I'm saying? That could be a boyfriend, a family member, a mama. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not trying to say no shade to y'all mama, but I'm just saying like it could just be anything or anybody in a situation, and God like no. So I feel like I kind of had to let that part of me go. I mean, it's not like they was necessarily a positive influence anyway, really, you know. So I feel like that was just like a phase of my life. Now, like I feel like I'm just rebranded, and I said when I moved to Atlanta, I'm like, I'm about to make my own family. Like I'm gonna meet people, they gonna be my cousin, my auntie, and I have like literally done that. So I'm thankful either way.
They say every family is not your blood family. You have other family that you make within yourself, and that's your community.
Yeah, I definitely think so, and I definitely feel like that's true. So
look at yourself. Hey sis.
Yeah, hey
sister friends. Okay. Okay, so what's next for Farri C?
So much. Like, girl, like I just told you, I want to be known all over. I'm not stopping until every fucking body knows that's Farri C. Like. You know what I'm saying? Like literally even now, I just came from LA last week, right? I just came from LA working with a client. I was on set. Like again, I can't really say everything about it. But I was on set with a client, and then I ended up going out. I went on like one day, one two, you know.
Yeah.
And when I was
fun.
out, yeah, like one of the waiters had approached me, and they're like, "Oh, you know, you're famous. I see you somewhere, whatever." And I'm like, "Oh, speak that over me, like, thank you." And I'm like, "Well, maybe it was like a client, like you, one of my clients work, whatever." And he was like, "Oh my God." And I'm like, "Oh, you know me, you see my face." I don't even at to LA maybe like 2 or 3 times, and I never been to that restaurant. So when he said that, I'm like, okay. But yeah, I don't know. I have so much in store. Like I'm just thankful. I'm more so thankful for my mental. Like I said, like mental health is very, very important, and I always want to like talk about that because it's like if you don't have your mental, you don't have nothing. So like when different situations occur and happen within my life, I'm able to like go reflect, and I'm like, okay, my mental's stronger than this, so it can't affect me, you know what I'm saying? So long as my mind good, I feel like I can obtain anything, you know. But I have some stuff coming out with my clients. What else do I have coming up? A lot of wedding dresses. Okay, like
it's wedding season.
Yes, it's wedding season coming up, and I love that. I just love anyway. So being surrounded by it, I feel like it's kind of like forcing me to be on that vibration. So I feel like that ring about to come soon.
Look,
it gotta be.
Keep manifesting it. Keep staying afloat.
Yes, like I'm around it, so I feel like, okay, God, me next. Like, but,
brush off the love.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna rush it though, you know. But
don't just give me anything. Now.
Right. I ain't just want to say something just because I just say I want a ring. Like, no, I want real.
You want the commitment with
it?
Yeah,
just everything. Really, like. My name is not Farri for nothing. I want the whole fairy tale, everything. Like you see the quality if you watching this. But yeah, girl, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I can't really like touch bases on everything, but just so much stuff. And I'm just thankful that I'm no longer in a place that I was last year, and now I'm in a better place, and I can actually like stay being confident with you, like. Girl, I got a lot of shit coming. Like, girl, we about to go to the next level. I don't know what else to say. Like, Farri C is on her way. So, yes, I'm so excited.
I love that. Yes. Okay, so look, is there any more advice or anything you would like to give, like young female entrepreneurs or women that's thinking about becoming fashion designers or entering the industry? Like,
I would more so say just start. Like, just start. Like I always said, like the hardest and the easiest part is just to start. So once you start, I feel like everything is just gonna fall into place. You know what I'm saying? You cannot possibly like ask God to give you something and not know that you got to do some type of work. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, God gonna give it to you, but God want you to put the first foot first. You know what I'm saying? You got to do some type of work, and then once you do that, I feel like God is gonna make it to where He put different things and people in your life to help you and elevate you to go to the next level, you know? And I've been seeing that even in my life. I feel like God has been showing me like itsy bitsy pieces of stuff. Like, okay, let me just get her this one hint and this one person and this one opportunity. But really, I don't want to tell her I got this big grand thing for her, but let me just get her a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like just start, don't give up. Like, even if you feel like it, even if you say, okay, I'm gonna take a break. Take your break. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes our mental will get us going or whatever. So sometimes you gotta take a break. Take a break. I encourage it. Even now, like I'm done with prom season. Girl, listen, I need to take me a break, maybe like a week, 2 weeks, and then I'm gonna get started on these wedding dresses. And then, you know, BET Awards coming up June 20th. So
mental health is wealth, y'all.
Yes. So, but yeah, it's just, you know, just start, do it. And I pray that I am an inspiration to other people that's watching it, especially my younger crowd. I definitely I just want to embed in y'all head, like y'all can do it. Like whatever you want to do that shit. Because I would have never thought 2018 I would be doing this. I would even be staying in Atlanta, or even sitting right here with you, and I'm able to really say a whole list of things I've done, people I work with, what I've accomplished, you know. So just by me being that way and doing that, I know that it's possible for anybody else, you know. And I feel like that's what kind of Cash Out taught me too, a little bit, in a way, without her actually doing it. Me looking at her, we from the same place, you know. But she from the West Side. She from Dexter. I'm from the East Side. Okay, I'm an East Side girl. And, you know, we don't have nobody that really came up for real. I mean, we got Dej Low, we got Cash Doll, But that's Big Sean, you know what I'm saying? But not really like really like, oh, she came from the hood. And look at her now, you know, and I feel like that's kind of what Cashed Out is. Like, she's an example, like, I came from this, but now look at me, you know. So I feel like that's also like an inspiration for me too. So I want to be inspiration to other women that's, you know, just now starting, or, you know, whatever. Like, okay, well, look at this bitch. Like, you know, like, she doing it. So yeah. But yeah, I guess that's it.
Well, you have inspired me, Farri. Okay.
So. Thank you.
I hope y'all are inspired. She has a beautiful story. She had a lot of things that she had to say, and it is great. Y'all need to stay tuned. Y'all need to watch the whole thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is Women Boss Wednesdays with your girl Imani Chanel. Say bye to my girl Farri, but don't make sure to go check her out. Okay.
Yes.
Stay tuned because she got a lot of stuff coming up. All right. Catch y'all next Wednesday. We out.